All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus show. I'm One Bar with Lupagus. Let's talk some latest draft news and nuggets and buzz.
Draft news and nuggets. They are coming in hot. They are coming in heavy. And you can probably guess what the majority of the topic is. But before we get into those, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And also remember, this video is brought to you by Happy Nuts. Links in the description for some fantastic products: body washes, anti-chafing sticks, refresher sprays, everything you need. Keep your lower parts smiling and smelling good.
Hell yes, hit it up. Lupagus, what do we got for draft nugs?
All right, so I kind of broke these up. First group is going to be about trading up. So trading up, Trevor Sikkema said this. He thinks the Vikings will trade into the top 3 picks, and he thinks it'll be for Drake May or J.J. McCarthy. He added, the standout trait for both of these quarterbacks is their experience and success throwing over the middle. So makes sense in KOC's system.
Trevor Sikkema is fantastic. He's one of my favorite. PFF, the dude. I mean, I could listen to him talk all damn day. But he's not really, I mean, he's kind of stating the obvious. We're going to trade up for McCarthy or May at 3. I guess that's the more surprising part. Like, if we get to 3, McCarthy is still in the conversation, which is definitely true.
That's what I was just going to say. Like, everybody thinks we're going to go up and get May, but it wouldn't be shocking if the Vikings pulled the trigger and took McCarthy instead. The next one is from NFL Draft Scout. They say this: Vikings trading up to number 4 overall pick with the Cardinals is the latest buzz. There's considerable buzz with Minnesota trying to move into the top 5 to secure a quarterback like McCarthy or potentially May/Daniels if either falls past New England. The latest league-wide rumor has the Vikings trading to 4th overall.
Yeah, when you look at it from the Cardinals standpoint, that seems a little crazy to me. I mean, they're definitely the team that makes the sense for the Vikings, but like the Cardinals trading back, it's like they're going to miss out on all the receivers. I don't know. I mean, I guess they need a lot of pieces, but you think they really want one of those receivers.
Yeah, when I talked to Professor Joe, he did not want to lose out on Harrison or Dunze, but they could also trade back up. They also need an edge rusher. They also have huge need at cornerback. I mean, they could
tons of needs.
Move back to 11 and have their choice of cornerbacks in this draft if they wanted. So I think it does make sense unless you really, really want that top shelf receiver.
Yeah, let's not forget, it is St. Patrick's Day. Hopefully everybody's going to have a green beer in their hand later at some point. We're going to be doing a mock draft later, an updated mock draft, a Viking 7-rounder. We'll have some green beers in our hand.
Well, you have to. You got to do it just for our Leprechaun friends.
Kicks. Let's go.
Wow. I think I listen to Dropkick every day.
Hell yeah.
All right. We're going to know this is from Jeff P. Howe. Vikings are going to move into the top 5, but it won't be with the Commanders or Patriots, but pick number 4 for likely J.J. McCarthy. So this is just another one saying, you know, they're going to go to 4. Teams don't just blindly trade up in arbitrary spots in draft order without a plan. The Vikings clearly have one. We'll just have to wait to see where they hope to land. There might be a more obvious spot at number 4.
Yeah, and if they go to 4, it better be just for 11 and 23. Nothing else. Not allowed.
I mean, you might almost get something back.
Yeah,
I mean, really, if the draft chart, but I mean, how do you approach a trade and say, hey, we want your spot, but we also need a little something from you too.
We'll see, but there's nothing else but 11 and 23. Not allowed.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so Field Yates did a mini mock draft. Really respected source. He had the Vikings trading up to 5 with the Chargers to draft J.J. McCarthy.
There we go.
He said, I do not view the signing of Darnold as prohibitive to the Vikings drafting a quarterback. That deal just gives them Vikings insurance under center, and Minnesota really needs to reset at the position and finds his long-term guy. So, yeah, could you imagine getting the 5? I mean, that would be a little bit less.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume it's probably still just going to be that 11 and 23. And the thing is, like, with our rookie quarterback, it'll be funny, like, if we draft McCarthy or a Drake May and they start week 1 and play all season and do their thing, which would be fantastic. The people that will bitch about the Sam Darnold signing, like, oh, I can't see what we do. I mean, he's insurance. He's like, we don't have to force it. Like, if Sam Darnold doesn't play, that's a win. We should be excited about that.
It's a great thing. Absolutely. No one
that
wants
means we have
Darnold
somebody better.
it.
We have somebody better, which is a good thing.
All right. This one's a little bit about teams behind the Vikings, but this is from NFL Draft Scout again. Broncos won't be able to compete with the Vikings draft capital to jump them for a potential quarterback. The Broncos simply can't compete with the Vikings draft capital in the 2024 class. They would have to blow away a team with 25 and or 26 draft picks in any attempt to trade up. The better move for Denver may be trying to trade down the board to recoup draft picks and select Oregon's Bo Nix somewhere lower in the order.
Yeah, Sean Payton, eat my butt. You ain't getting no quarterback. We're getting them. And they're right. And the other thing is, like, the only team that scares me about trading, I mean, the Giants would have to go less and have to give up less. So the Giants are a team that's a little worrisome, where it's more like Vikings, get the trade done now. Get it done now before the Giants get their ass in there.
Yeah.
That's 6th overall pick to like the Cardinals. They could still get their receiver. They could still get a very, very top level player.
They absolutely could, but maybe they want that quarterback. I don't know. It's damn Giants. They are going to make me nervous. The Raiders kind of make me nervous too, just because Antonio Pierce isn't afraid to go all in and get what he wants.
Raiders all right. Take Clelin Ferrell.
That was what's his Mike Mayock.
I don't care. The Raiders always do dumb shit.
I miss Mike Mayock being a GM. That was fun.
I miss Mike Mayock on NFL Network.
I wonder what he's doing right now. Maybe we can get him on the show. All right. This is from Bill Barnwell. He said, according to Bill Barnwell, the Vikings trade raises more questions than answers. The Vikings are moving up for a quarterback. Why are they giving other teams time to beat them to the punch or change the deal? If they're not, why do they feel the need to get more draft capital now when they're planning to start Darnold? Or could the move up have been to draft a quarterback such as Bo Nix at 23, asks Bill Barnwell.
Your voice changed a lot when you read that. Were you trying to be like in character for Bill?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it worked. Yeah, I mean, it's a really good question. Like, you see the people saying like they must have a handshake deal in place with somebody, whatever. But it's like, why don't they just do it now then? Because anything can happen. And I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that they're going to sit at 23 and take a Bo Nix or Penix. No effing way.
I mean, there was reports that they do really like Byron Murphy. I mean, if they really did and say, we still want to get him and a quarterback. I mean, but you don't make this trade for that. You make this trade for a top franchise quarterback, which there's 4 guys looked at like that. So yeah, I don't buy this either. That came out right after the trade was made. And this last one is also on those same lines. I'm sure you saw this, but Diana Rossini, she said this: there's a chance the Vikings won't be able to move up. The trade still provides them insurance to fill other pressing needs. This move also provides a layer of insurance. The Vikings have a bunch of needs. Defensive line and cornerback are some of them. So she says it doesn't guarantee they'll be moving up.
What do you think? I've been sitting here yapping the whole time.
No, I agree. I they're going to move up. I mean, I think there's a deal in place with either the Cardinals or the Chargers. If someone falls, they're going to move up and get their guy. I just can't see you making this deal without the purpose being to move up and get your franchise quarterback.
Yeah, and I gotta as far as the Giants, I mean, what we do have are those 2 first-round picks this year. Mm-hmm. So even though the Giants, you still get that 6th pick. I mean, they're getting more draft capital. So yeah, I mean, I guess in worst case scenario, if something didn't work, they still only gave up those second round picks to get up. So I mean, it would be fine, but it ain't happening.
Well, and there's always a chance. There's always a chance until it actually happens, until the deal's actually announced for the move up. So yes, there's always going to be a chance they don't move up until it's actually done.
And if they aren't able to move up and something just hits the fan, they're going to say, this was our plan all along. We wanted Byron Murphy. We wanted Michael Penix. That's why we made these aggressive moves.
Hell yeah, they're going to. And that's when we're going to start reading that body language again.
Yeah, they're just going to be like, yeah, we really wanted Bo Nix. He's so good.
All right, that is your draft news and nuggets for the week. We'll be collecting them again, but I have a feeling all these are going to be very quarterback trading up focused moving forward. We'll see when this deal does get consummated for the Vikings to move up, because I think we're both on the same page. They're moving up.
Yeah, I'm curious now when it comes to the Vikings top 30, like who are they bringing in? A bunch of 5th and 6th rounders now? I mean, there's no point of bringing these round 2, round 3 targets. So that'll be I'm very curious.
Yeah, can't wait to see that list. It will be very intriguing to see who they bring in, but also you got to meet the guys. You start forming relationships now for free agency down the road too. So it's playing checkers, not chess, not checkers. However it goes, I don't know.
You really butchered that.
All right, let us know in the comments. What do you think of the latest Vikings news and nuggets? Don't forget #HappyNuts and do some shopping with the links below. And also remember this: corn nuts are not nuts. They are made from corn kernels that have been soaked in water, then deep fried or roasted until they become crunchy and resemble nuts in texture.
They're not corn nuts. They're disgusting.